don't know what I was thinking, but I've gotten so much use out of this that I was like, where have you been all my life? And she was like, in the closet. I have a lot of handbags. And those of you who have a lot of handbags too know that unfortunately, you're not able to wear each and every one of them all the time. So today I'm going to talk about the ones that I found that I reached for the most this year and the ones that stayed on the shelf. So let's start with the handbags that I've used the most this year. If you're familiar with my channel, you know how much I love the Coach Empire Carryall 28. This has been my ride or die bag the last few months. Every time I try to switch it up and use a different bag, I always spin the block and come back to this one because it is just the perfect handbag. It's the perfect color, it's the perfect size, it's just such a great grab and go bag. I just find it hard to stop using it. I feel like I'm in a long-term relationship with this bag and we are just united for life. This next handbag has been another one of my go-to handbags this year. And honestly, I feel so dumb for waiting so long to actually get some use out of it. It was on my least used handbags of 2024 list last year. I did a video on that. I'll link it below. But it is the Louis Vuitton Empreinte Multi-Pochette. And funnily enough, I also did a video about my handbag regrets, and this was a handbag regret. And I said that I regretted buying this bag because what I really wanted was the monogram multi-pochette at the time. But I like this one better actually because it's just so low-key. It doesn't have the classic LV monogram all over it. It's just so chic and understated. And I have worn this so many ways. Every trip that I've taken this year, I've taken this along because you can, of course, remove the different pochettes and just wear one, the smaller one, or you can wear the bigger one. You can wear it crossbody. You can take the crossbody strap off and wear it as a shoulder bag with both pochettes or just one or the other. It is just so versatile. I don't know what I was thinking, but I've gotten so much use out of this that I was like, where have you been all my life? And she was like, in the closet. This next bag I used a lot throughout the spring and summer, and I have it in the dust bag and it's stuffed because I won't be using it in the wintertime. It is the Louis Vuitton Neverfull MM and the Damier Azur. I bought this in the springtime this year and I've just gotten so much use out of it. I use it as a travel bag, a work bag for a few weeks. Whenever I needed to use a tote, I tended to grab for this. It's just kind of the perfect summer bag for me. This one is, I don't know if you saw, but it has the rose ballerine interior. And I love me a good tote and I love me a Neverfull. This was the second Neverfull in my collection. The other one was the Damier Ebene. And I don't know why I waited so long to buy it, but I'm glad I did. This next bag, I can just kick myself for not using it more prior to this year. I've had this bag for 4 years, and before this year, I think I might have used it twice. But it is the Yves Saint Laurent Rive Gauche Tote. This year, I've taken this bag on overnight trips. I've taken it out of the country as a, what do you call it? A carry-on bag. And it fits a lot. It's just so lightweight and I love the colors. And it's so resilient. Like I've gotten dirt on this. I've gotten makeup on this and I've just wiped it off. I've cleaned it and it didn't leave any spots or anything. Oh my God, how come I haven't been using this bag? I don't even know, but I've used this bag a lot this year. This next bag was another bag that was on my least used list last year, but it's made it to the most used, and I'm so happy about that because This all proves that just because you don't use something at the time that you buy it doesn't mean that you'll never use it. And that's why I'm not so quick to sell my bags, because I usually purchase classic style bags that never go out of style. And this is the reason. So it is the Longchamp Le Pliage bag in the large size in the cognac color. This is what I've been using as my work tote these last few months. And I love Longchamp bags. I'm so glad I started using this, because this is like another instance of why did I wait so long to use it. I know I have a lot of designer bags, but I also have some lower cost bags. I don't discriminate. If it's a handbag I like, I buy it. And I find that lately I've been reaching for my lower cost bags just as much as I reach for my designer bags. And I wanted to include this one because this has been one that I've been finding that I reach for all the time. And it's just this crossbody Kipling bag in this really pretty silver color. And I like this bag because it like has like all of these zipper compartments, two in the front, two in the back, and then just a couple of main zipper compartments on the top. And then inside it has like all these pockets. It's just like a organized person's dream. Even though I haven't been using this next bag a lot in the last few months, I wanted to include it because when I first bought it around this time last year, and then at the beginning of this year, I was using it a lot. And that is the Saint Laurent Small Lulu in the Storm color. And this is the old model. This handbag for a while was just a no-brainer to me because it was like a neutral color. It went with everything. It was a great size. At the time that I bought this, I was looking for a shoulder bag that was kind of a medium size, and so this fit the bill. And oh my god, I just love this bag. I bought quite a few newer bags towards the end of this year that I need to rotate into my wardrobe, and so even though this is not going to get a lot of use, I already know I still love it, and it's still a handbag that I use quite a lot at the beginning of this year. Now, this is the part of the program where I start to rethink my life decisions, and these are the handbags that got little to no use this year. The first one being the Fendi Mini Baguette. I loved this bag when I first got it, but I just don't reach for her. I probably wore her 2 times this year, and I still like it. I don't regret buying it, but I think I haven't worn it as much because I've been gravitating toward mid-size and larger bags and totes. So this hasn't gotten any shine this year, and I want to kick myself because I like it so much that every time I reach for it, I put it back on the shelf because there's another handbag that fits more things that I'd rather wear. So unfortunately, she has been sitting on this little shelf back here for most of 2025. This bag was on last year's list of least used, and unfortunately, it's remaining on the least used list for this year, and it is the Chanel Wallet on Chain. And I don't think I used this at all this year. Oh, why? Similar to the Fendi Mini Baguette, I just think because it is a smaller bag, and I haven't been too into smaller bags this year. But I'll probably never sell this bag because it's a classic, and eventually I'll start using it again. Maybe for 2026 it'll fall off of the list, but for now it remains on the least used handbags list. I probably used this bag maybe 2 times this year, if that. Is the Christian Dior book tote. And as much controversy as this bag has gotten this year in terms of how much it costs to make and how much the retail price is, I should have been using it more often in order to get my money's worth, because this is a very expensive bag and I paid retail for it. I think because I've been using my Saint Laurent tote more this year, this has taken a back seat. I still like this bag. It's still very good quality, very heavy duty, very beautiful bag. I just haven't been reaching for it. This bag was also on last year's list of least used bags, and it is the Coach Quilted Tabby in the 26 size. And this is just an example of another handbag that I probably should have listened to my inner voice about and returned or not bought it. Not the crazy voices, but the voices that's telling me this is probably not a very good bag for you. I think it's because of the color. Maybe every time I try to wear this bag, I feel like it doesn't go with whatever I am wearing at the time. It's a very lovely bag. I could have done without it actually, but I mean, I still like it. I'm just so conflicted about this bag, and I'm just so disappointed that I haven't been wearing it. So I think this is the biggest disappointment right now in my handbag collection. And that's a wrap. Let me know what your most used and least used handbags were this year, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.